So in answer to the Purvapakhi's objection, the Purvapakhi's objection is the human struggle, human unhappiness. It is not the result of any self-error, it is natural. It's natural nature, it's a part of us. Whereas the Siddhanta is telling unhappiness, all bondage, all fear, all that we don't like cannot be a part of our nature. If it were a part of our nature, we would not be disliking it. And what we dislike can never be a part of our nature, only because it is not a part of our nature, we don't like it. Like a body cannot accept anything that is alien to it, because it's not a part of it. It always feels little uncomfortable with something alien. Similarly, dukkham also is alien to nature, and therefore we dislike. Therefore, the dukkham that is felt is not a part of our nature. The dukkham that is felt is a result of self-error. It is the result of self-ignorance, result of self-error. This is the topic that is going on. What is the nature of the self-error? That is said, nanu nakopi vyavaharati ahamidamiti. Aham the I, idam the this. The Purvapakhi says nobody goes about, nobody feels I am this, I am this, I am this. मैं ये हूँ, this is not the way. Nobody feels I am this. The objection is Siddhanta now says, even though one doesn't use that language, I am this, but one means that. When a person says, I am the body, it means, I am this body, I am this. This is something that is a word that can be used for everything that can be objectified. This whole universe can be described as this. Anything that can be objectified is this, and the self that cannot be objectified is aham, I. So the whole universe is idam. The body is idam. Idam is the general term. Idam, the body, is being specific. I am this body, I am this ant, I am of this caste, I am of this creed, I am of this color, I am of this age, I am of this family, I am of this nation. In this manner, one can use the word this for everything in life. And this you can use for everything, because if the whole universe can be described by the word this, then every detail in it also can be described by the word this. Therefore, even though when man goes about living, even though he doesn't feel I am this, he doesn't use that word, but he means that. He means that. He silently means it. I am an object of my own thought. I am this body. He may not go on saying it, but that's what he means. I am of this caste. That is what he means. That's why here it says, Tathapitu Vyavaharateva. Man does think and say. That is called Vyavahara. To feel and to say. To feel is called Pratyaya. To say is called the Shabda, the language. I see it. I see the table, that's called Pratyaya. And I call it table. For everything I see, there is a language. This is called thought and language go together. Actually, this is a thought. Anything that can become a memory is a thought. One of the easiest ways of understanding what is an object of thought. Whatever is available to become an object of memory is an object of thought. This whole creation can be an object of memory really. In a way, strictly speaking, even that is not. But it is better to accept because yesterday's world I can remember. I can remember my house as I saw yesterday. Couple of months ago, it was no renovation had been done. For the last 2 months, some renovation has been done in my house. But it looked different 2 months ago. It looks different now. Now I can remember the old look. Anything that can become an object of memory is also an object of thought. To be an object of perception, to be an object of memory, to be an object of like and dislike, to be an object of desire, to be an object of emotion, to be an object of even depression, to be an object of pleasure and pain, to be an object of gain and loss, means what? Is the same. It all means all synonyms, please. To be an object of perception. An object of perception is also an object of memory. It is also an object of love and hate. It is also an object of gain and loss. It is also an object that can be gained and lost. It is also an object that can give you pleasure and pain. That is also an object that can become an object of memory. And that is also an object that can be forgotten. That is also an object that can resolve. And therefore, every object in the creation can be called this. This is the language for any object that can be objectified. And what cannot be objectified is the truth, that is oneself. You can't objectify it. And I cannot be an object of my own thought. This is an object of my thought. Even this universe is an object of my thought. Nothing wrong in saying that. Therefore, if an object is an object of my thought, there is no error in it. If I make my existence an object of my own thought, that is an error. That means you are the one all the time thinks its existence. When you think your existence, then when one thinks one's existence, then one's existence is made an object of one's own thinking. That is called self-error. The very source of thinking is made an object of thinking. That is called I am the body. Body is an object of thought. Then I say I am the body. If the body is an object of thought, and if I look at myself as the body, then I also become an object of thought. I agree, Baba. If the body is an object of thought, and if I look at myself as the body, then I also become I don't become, but at least I would be concluding that I am an object of thought. So that which is not an object of thought, if it is concluded as an object of thought, it is an error, and the result of it is going to be a dukkha. The result of it is going to be. You know, karma can bring you phala in time, but the error brings you phala instantly. Karma is based on law of karma. The error is not based on law of karma. It is something else. It is, if I take the rope for snake, it frightens me immediately. It is not a law of karma. It doesn't come under law of karma. Amazing. Anshara doesn't come under law of karma. Law of karma functions inside Anshara. Yes. It is, if I mistake the rope for snake, it is not law of karma. Here to Hetumat Bhava, Nimitta Naimittika Bhava you can have. Reason-result relationship between error and dukkha, there is reason-result relationship. Reason-result relationship means, Nimitta Naimittika Bhava means, error is the reason, dukkha is the result. Wrong knowledge is the reason and dukkha is the error. Now this reason-result relationship doesn't come under law of karma. Law of karma is something where you perform an action and that creates adrishtam, and adrishtam slowly in time creates drishtam, sukham, dukkham. This seeing the rope for snake, that is not going to create some adrishtam and in time you get fear. इस जन्म में रज्जु सर्प को you mistook the rope for snake and उसका सुख मिलता है अगले जन्म में, ऐसा है? The moment you mistake the rope for snake, the rope means immediate. Errors, wait. Whereas don't wait in time for giving you sorrow. Errors trouble you immediately. Errors trouble you immediately. And errors don't, when the error troubles you, it doesn't trouble you, irregularly. The one thing that is most regular in life is the error. How? It regularly troubles you. It constantly troubles you. Until the error is corrected, it troubles you. That is why there is no respite from struggle for man. It's law of karma. From karma, the law, karma and bhava, for a few years you have some problem and afterwards there is a respite. Is it not? Sometimes you have a good patch and suddenly there is a break from the good patch. You have a long bad patch and there is a respite from that. You can have respite from karma. You can have respite from karma phala. You can have respite from karma phala. But you can't have respite from the results of the error of jhana. Life is an adhyasa about the truth. Very difficult thing. If you tell them to live like you there, they will give you free ticket to Agra. जाओ जी, आगरा जाओ, ठीक हो जाओ. जाना प्रॉब्लम में है. लिखेंगे, रास्ता के लिए कुछ पुण्य पानी का खर्चा भी दे देंगे. But for you to understand, is it not true? Is not like self-centered? What the world thinks, don't worry. Is it not true? Life is a self. I am Deha is called a life, what else it is? I am that which is not an object of thought is viewed as an object of thought. That's how it is there. How else can you mistake the self? How do you mistake the unlimited? See? If the unlimited is mistaken, it can only be mistaken as limited. In fact, the unobjectifiable is mistaken, the subject is mistaken for the object. That's how it is taken. Therefore, here it says, every individual does live with the thought and the language and the body. Vyavaharastheva sarvo lokaha aham manushya. Even the man doesn't say, I am this, and this, and this, and this. He doesn't say, but I am a man. Aham manushya, I am a man. I am a human being. Meaning what? He looks at himself as a human form. And the human form in general is what? Being. It is being. Because the language that applies to every object in the creation is being. It is a human form, but it is this because it is objectified. Aham manushya. Aham brahmana. When he refers says, I am a Brahmana, he is thinking of his existence in terms of the quality of a form. And a human being means it is not an ordinary thing, it is a judgment of, it is a thought about the truth as of form. Here, you have to be a bit careful, saying, it is the self that is mistaken for the form. What is judged is the truth, and what it is judged is the form. Even though it is a mutual thing, I am judging the subject as object and object as subject, but actually the subjective matter that is judged is the truth. When I say this is a snake, it is a thought, not about the snake. It is a thought about the road. In the mind. That it is snake is a thought about the road. It's a wrong thought about the road. I am the body is not a thought about the body. I am the body is a thought about I, the truth. Therefore, I am a human being. I am of this caste Brahmana. Aham brahmachari, I am a celibate, I am a student, I am a brahmachari, not yet grihastha, or I am a grihastha, I am a vanaprastha, whatever you say, it is a quality of the form. It is never a quality of the truth really. Because the I, the being has no quality, it is physical qualities. When I say I am tall, it is the quality of the body. When I say I am fair, it is the quality of the body. Even when you say I am a Brahmana, it is the quality of the body. When I say I am rich, even then, it is the quality of something physical. It is owned by the body. I'm giving a very, very comprehensive logic. When I transcend the body, I transcend everything else. That means everything should be bracketed with the body. Even riches, I can go to sleep. When you sleep to the body, you sleep to your wealth. Therefore, the wealth has to be bracketed with the body. Yes. When you transcend the body, you transcend all the evil relations and friends and wealth. You transcend the colony in which you live. Every nation, the whole universe. That means, in brief, when I transcend the body, I transcend the whole universe. Therefore, the universe has to be bracketed with the one. That means, whenever we say the universe, it means the universe plus the body is called universe. All that I transcend, we never transcend little by little. When you transcend one detail of the universe, you transcend whole universe. Amazing. Something to be wondered at. Something to be wondered at. You see? You transcend the body, you have transcended. The thought, you transcend. The universe, you transcend. The memory, you transcend. Time, space, past, future. In 1 second, you transcend the whole. Therefore, the universe includes my body, my senses, my mind, the time, the space, everything. All that I can transcend is a part of the universe. And myself, the one who transcends in sleep, the subject, who cannot be transcended, that silent being is not a part of the universe, it is the source of the universe. Silence is not a part of the sound. Silence is the source of the sound. In silence the sound is gone. In silence the sound is heard. Because before the sound is gone, there is silence. The background to the sound is silence. Therefore the sound is gone in silence. The sound is also heard in silence. And it will go back and to silence. So what is silence? Part of sound or source of sound? So there is a difference between being a part of something and being source. God is not a part of the universe. God is a source of the universe. इसी में बहुत कुछ मिल जाता है ये प्रस्ताव. What is this wood? Part of the table. Source of the table. A part of the table is, its leg is a part of the table, the top is a part of the table, its look is a part of the table. Every bit of a form is a part of the table. But as wood, the source. Body is the source of the universe or a part of the universe? Part of the universe. Mind is part of the universe. Senses are a part of the universe. So parts, time, space. But the one who transcends the universe in sleep is not a part of the universe. He is the source of the universe. Therefore, every detail, every thought about ourselves is a part of the universe, is not a part of the source, is a part of the universe. It is not a part of the ghost. I am the body is a part of the universe. I am a Brahmana, I am a Brahmachari, I am rich, I am poor, I am good, I am bad. Everything is what? Part of the body. Part of the mind. Part of the world. Meaning part of the universe. And the actual I, the conscious being, is not a part of the universe. He is the source of the universe. So the confusion is between the I, the unobjectifiable, and the body, the objectified. Ityagi ritya is prakar. Even though one doesn't go about saying I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this, but one does silently go on feeling and saying I am a human being, I am of this caste. One does silently feels one's form and one's gender and one's age, one's caste and creed. One silently goes on feeling and chirping all these things. It is all up here. Satya asya vyavaharasya. This vyavahara, this thinking, silently thinking and silently using the language. It's like you sometimes you talk to yourself, let me go. You silently you let me go. It's a language. When you are talking to somebody, if you like him, silently you tell yourself, seems to be a nice person. And if you don't like him, then you will say to yourself, well, you don't tell him, but you, supposing there are cameras to photograph your mind, I think that day is going to be dangerous. That particular day is going to be dangerous. Supposing they invent cameras to, my God, photograph the thinking, my goodness, that will be incredible. I think that is going to reform everybody. You understand, that is going to reform everybody. Why? Everybody will be camera functioning and have the best thoughts. Yes. Therefore, vyavahara is there. Aham brahmachari tasyasya vyavaharasya samanya akara pradarsanam. The general word for all your description is aham idam, I am this. A very beautiful thing. The general for every thought that you entertain about yourself. There are countless thoughts that you think of yourself. I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. But for all these thoughts that are entertained about oneself, if there is one expression for all of them, is I am this. I am this me, I am this the body, I am this the caste, I am this the creed, I am this the nationality, I am this also the gender, I am this rich, I am this poor. Therefore, this implies everything. That is the general form of the entire. General form of the entire. Biodata over. Aham ittam bhutaha. If you want to be more clear about it, this self-error is in the form of aham ittam bhutaha. I am of this kind. I am like this. Aham ittam bhutaha. Judging the truth, the subject as an object. Judging the subject as object. Aham ittam bhutaha. Ityeva khalu itpraka. Pratyayaha, the thought, the thinking. This thinking that I am the body is not a thought entertained deliberately. But generally for us, whenever we use the word thought, we immediately associate it with deliberation. But I am the body is not a deliberate thought. It is not a deliberate thought. It is a thought born of ignorance. A thought born of ignorance is different from a deliberate thought. Let me go is a deliberate thought. Today, let me go to office. A deliberate thought. You know it is not a snake. You know it is a rope. Having seen it as a rope, having seen it as a rope, it looks like snake. It looks like snake. Not it is snake, it looks like snake. It's a deliberate thought. You are using a simile. So this person, he is like Satya Harishchandra. It is a simile, deliberate thought. In fact, a lot of thoughts about ourselves are non-deliberate. They are born of ignorance. Every thought of equation is born of ignorance. I am this form is a non-deliberate thought. Let me explain. And patiently hear. I am of this caste or grade is a non-deliberate thought. So if that I am the body is not a deliberate thought, then everything pertaining to the body also is not a deliberate thought. The equation between the I and anything else is not deliberate. You say anything about yourself, it is not a real description, it is an equation. I am this, I am that. Is a thought. I am a form. I am born. So these thoughts about oneself are not deliberate thoughts, but they are born ignorance. If they are deliberate thoughts, I should be able to wish them away. If you can't wish them away, then they are not. You can't change them. The thoughts that you can't change are not deliberate thoughts. They are thoughts born of ignorance. You can't change that thought. I am the form. You can't change it. I am the form. You can't change it. When you have a lot of money, you have an unchangeable thought. I am rich. You can't change it. As long as you have money, you have a thought. I am rich. Supposing you don't have money, then you have another thought. I am poor. Both of them are thoughts. Can't change. A thought about oneself. I am a Hindu. Now here, you have to hear. It's a non-deliberate thought. Because I am equating the I with a label. Supposing I become a Christian, when I say I am a Christian, then there is another similar equation. It's the same thing. Instead of saying I am a Hindu, I am saying I am a Christian. Both are non-deliberate. This equation between the I and a religious label. This equation is called the thought. This thought doesn't pertain to merely the I or merely the label. It is a thought that pertains to an equation. And when we say this is a snake, it is not a thought pertaining solely to the snake, nor solely pertaining to the rope as rope, but it is a thought, a wrong thought about the rope. It is a thought about the rope, not as rope. It is a thought pertaining to the rope aspect. If it were a thought pertaining to the rope as rope, if it were a thought pertaining to the rope as rope, then it would be knowledge. Right now. If it were a thought pertaining to the snake as a snake, then also it would be knowledge. But it is not so. It is a thought pertaining to the rope as snake. Similarly here, extended. This body. This is a form. If it were a thought pertaining to the body as body, then it would not be a problem. If it were a vision pertaining to the eye as eye, then also there would be no problem. Here the problem is, it is a thought pertaining to the eye as the body. So it is a wrong equation, and a wrong equation is never deliberate. Wrong is. A wrong action can be deliberate, but not a wrong thinking. Wrong thinking is always done in ignorance. A wrong conclusion is never deliberate. A wrong conclusion is always made in realm of ignorance. Even Duryodhana's thinking, was in ignorance. All his thinking was wrong. He was not being deliberate or anything. He was being ignorant. Actually, wrong thinking takes place in the realm of ignorance. There is no use of blaming Duryodhana also. We can blame him for one thing. He never tried to listen to anybody. Sometimes when you are ignorant and then when you listen to somebody, you can be informed, you can be enlightened, you can get knowledge and rectify it. Ignorance is thinking, wrong thinking is always, whether it is wrong thinking about dharma, wrong thinking about the truth, wrong thinking about the rope as snake, a mistake about the rope or a mistake about dharma or a mistake about the truth is always done in ignorance, is never deliberate. Now I am going to read some points. Don't think Swami is going to reach nowhere. He is elaborating, reaching nowhere. It is not magic. That means this thought that I am the body is not deliberate. Therefore life is not deliberate. Embodiment is not deliberate. It is all happening in the realm of ignorance. It is all happening in the realm of ignorance. I am born in the realm of ignorance. I make mistakes in the realm of ignorance. I struggle in the realm of ignorance. I get pain in the realm of ignorance. I get attached in the realm of ignorance. All these things are errors. Either you call them results of error or errors. Because when it comes to the error, even the result of error can be error. This is one difference between karma and phala. The result of karma is not karma. The result of karma is not another karma. Whereas the result of an error is also an error. Do you know why? Because when you go up the tree in dream is a dream. When you fall down, the result is also dragged and the pain also dreamt. You can't say only going up the train is dreamt and the pain is real. In the zodiac, the tree is dreamt and you dream yourself also going up and you dream yourself falling down and you dream the pain. The pain is dreamt. Similarly, in the waking state, embodiment is dreamt. I don't mind using that term because that is the best term. It is dreamt in the truth. Life is dreamt in the truth. Attachments are dreamt in the truth. Desires are dreamt in the truth. Desires are dreamt in the relationships are dreamt in the truth. Struggle is dreamt in the truth. Pain is dreamt in the truth. Old age, of course, is dreamt in the truth. What is it that is not dreamt today? Except for the truth, everything else is dreamt in the truth. Is it deliberate? Is dream deliberate? No, it's not. In this manner, you must know fundamentally we are not to blame. Topically, in small things we are to blame. When we make a mistake deliberately, there we are to blame. There is no use of blaming oneself. This blame game also doesn't give you moksha. Supposing, I know I should be kind to my babu. I should be nice to my babu. I know it. And still deliberately out of jealousy or out of like or dislike, if I am cruel to her, that is to blame. Because I can be good. Where I can be good, if I am not good, there I am to blame. I am to blame. And especially when I know I can be good, and if I deliberately decide to be otherwise, then that's where I am to blame myself. But that we are born in ignorance, I am not to blame because Avidya is anadi. I am not the author. Continue listening. Self-ignorance, anadi, I am not to blame. I am not the author. Self-error is anadi, I am not the author. I am not to blame. Sansara, I am not the author. I am not to blame. And therefore, you should solve the fundamental problem not by taking the blame on yourself for it. Understanding the problem more profoundly. This is a problem that only gives me trouble, but I can't blame this problem on anybody. Solving a problem which you can't blame on anybody is a more pleasant affair, is it not? Solving a problem which you can't blame on somebody is a more pleasant thing. Supposing you want to solve poverty, then you all the time blame the society. It's all because of them I am poor, because of my parents I am poor. So on the one side you are solving it, on the other side you are bitter. But while solving the fundamental problem, you are not bitter. You are not bitter. You may suffer the problem without being bitter. You may go through the samsara without being bitter. Why? Because for samsara you can't blame anybody. You can't even blame Bhagavan. Because if you tell Bhagavan, Bhagavanji, why did you create avidya? That I have not created. From my point of view, avidya hi nahi hai. Therefore, to be a student of Vedanta means you have to be someone exceptionally silently thoughtful. Exceptionally thoughtful to be able to enjoy Vedanta really. Therefore, this thought that I am the body is not a deliberate thought. Therefore, you don't have to worry about. You don't have to unnecessarily feel unfortunate. I'm so unfortunate. I'm born here. Even if a person is born in a man's son, it is still an error anyway. These topical differences don't make any difference. I will tell you right now. It's very nice. It is a hope. We go back to our home. If one example can serve, why go to another example? I see the rope for cobra and get button. Another person sees it as some other, what you call the rattlesnake, and gets frightened. Another sees it for some more elegant snake and gets scared. There is another one who sees it as a garland and craves for it. It is a problem. Fear can bother you, desire also can bother you. Some have bothersome fears, some have bothersome craving, desire, some have bothersome some other emotion. What is the difference? A rich man thought I am the form is as much bothersome as a poor man thought I am the form. Therefore, there is no scope. If you understand the problem, fundamentally there is no scope to say he is more fortunate and I am less fortunate. That's good thing. Why? Because everybody's life is happening in ignorance. Everybody's struggle is happening in ignorance. Everybody's desires are happening in ignorance. Ignorance is propelling everybody. And as long as that ignorance is there, even if you are born in a man's son, no. Even born in a man's son, you have to solve the problem of self-ignorance. Krishna has to solve that problem. Sudama also has to solve that problem. For a thinking man, this topical differences don't make any difference. These economic differences don't make any difference. Are you able to follow what I am saying? See how true it is. These economic differences don't make any difference. Because even if I am born the richest, in the most blessed situation, but I am carrying self-ignorance and self-error, that is enough to make me happy. My wealth cannot really fight against the dukkham that is born of self-ignorance and error. My wealth is no match to self-ignorance and error. In fact, the whole creation is not a match to the result, the dukkham. The whole creation cannot remove the dukkham born of self-ignorance. There is no wealth that can match samsara. Problem of? In fact, अगर कोई अगर कहेंगे that wealth can match, this wealth can match, that mansion can match, this mansion can match, I will slowly come there and say, sir, your wealth is not a match, your wealth is a part of the problem. Cannot be the answer to the problem. Your wealth is a part of the problem. Those who fight over a lot of money understand what I am saying better. How wealth is a part of the problem. Before they got that huge amount of wealth, suddenly they were all very tough. They used to take every day together, paneer ka pakodi vagera. Now they don't sit down together even for a cup of tea. Who doesn't understand all these things? Thus, the situation in which one is not deliberate. And for that situation, don't blame anybody. Even sometimes the dukkham, it is prarabdha. Nobody can make you happy or unhappy. Your own karma. Fundamentally, avidya. Topically, karma. Even though we blame Duryodhana, that is already in sociology we discussed all that. But the thinking in sociology is different. The thinking in spirituality is different. When we are talking sociologically in the society, in the context of society, when the society becomes the topic, we blame Duryodhana. We blame even Bhishma. We blame a lot of people. If they had behaved better, there would not have been the war. This is all sociology. Talking about the behavior of the people is a part of sociology. But when we are dealing with Vedanta, here you can't blame anybody. The situation in which you are, you can't blame anybody. Either it is your avidya, it is your karma. That I am born is avidya, and how that I am born into this family is my karma. That I am born is avidya. That I am born into in this particular gender or family is karma. And karma also I can't blame, I will tell you how. As long as I am in avidya, I will be doing either good karma or bad karma. Because when I do good karma, I do it for my happiness. When I do bad karma, also I do it for my happiness. And when I am in avidya, I have to do something for my happiness. There is no blaming. There is only recognizing the problem. The effort should be made to recognize the problem, not blame. That's why bitterness has no scope in life. Bitterness has no scope. Really, to think correctly, you can't blame anyone for the situation. I can't even blame myself. You may say, I have to blame myself. That's a part of sociology. Oh, I can't blame anybody, I have to blame myself. It's also a part of sociology. Vedanta says, no, you can't blame anybody, there is no need to blame yourself also. But yet, the problem needs to be solved. If a person is born illiterate, whom do you blame? Everybody is born illiterate, so whom do you blame for that? That is Naisankikam. If a person is born self-ignorant, ignorance is anadi, error is anadi, and in that ignorance, I behave the way I behave, what can I do? Because I want to be happy. Sometimes happiness comes to me very easily, sometimes it poses problems. There I have to compromise with the values. So however careful you may be, however Yudhishthira like you may be, even Yudhishthira has to tell like you. I like that. When I hear that Yudhishthira also told a lie, it gives me. हमारा दिल में जो आग है वो तुरंत बुझ जाता है. Yes. Why? Because you can never gain perfection in the realm of avidya. Yes. Even great men like Bhishma, even great men like Drona, did they not make mistakes? Because ignorance cannot allow you to be perfect. Truth alone is perfect. What is the realm of ignorance? Nobody can be. In the realm of ignorance, as long as I am ignorant about myself, whatever I do, sometimes acceptable, sometimes not acceptable. Therefore, even looking for others' comments is of no use. Because the same people today give you favorable comments and tomorrow they will say, नहीं, कल तो ठीक था आज भी। अहमिस्तंभूता इत्येव खलु प्रत्ययः व्यपदेशस्य लोकस्य तत्र अहमिति अस्मत्प्रत्यये गोचरम् आत्मानुद्दिश्य सम्भूतः इति प्रत्यये व्यपदिशते च लोकः सो अध्यासनिबन्धनः एव व्यवहारः इति प्रतिजानीमहे। up to that we say प्रतिजानीमहे, हम प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं। We make a statement. What is that statement? Just another 1 minute. That this vyavahara, this looking at oneself as an individual, biological individual, is not a deliberate thought, it is adhyasa. And it is adhyasa because the aham can never be idam. And if aham is seen as idam, then it is not a deliberate equation, it is adhyasa. There is no other way. Pratijanimahe is a, we do the pratigna. And if this is the pratigna, that means the problem is self-ignorance is the pratigna, isn't it? Your problem is self-ignorance first. The opening statement. Your problem is self-error first. This is called pratigna. And whatever comes later on is only unfolding this point. That is called. The entire Shastra unfolds, that's pratigna. It's like we look at the smoke in the mountain and say, there is fire here. The first thought, there is fire. There is a fire there. This is called pratigna, the opening thought. And you go about confirming it the rest. The rest of the work that you do is an effort to confirm your opening thought. प्रतिज्ञा को सिद्ध करना ही बाकी है। शास्त्र में प्रतिज्ञा क्या है? Man suffers due to self-ignorance is प्रतिज्ञा. And the rest of the शास्त्र is only to show it and to correct it. The more you understand the problem, the more it gets corrected. ये है, ये बहुत ही बढ़िया है। ये only line, after understanding the problem, you have to solve it. But this problem, as you understand the problem, it gets solved. मैं बोलता हूँ एक दृष्टांत। The moment you understand the snake is an error about the rope, snake is gone. जैसे जैसे मैं समझता हूँ कि ये सर्प सही नहीं है, ये सच नहीं है, ये सत्य नहीं है, ये मैं जो रज्जू को सर्प रूप से देख रहा हूँ, इस तरह से the more you think, the more it is gone. The only problem, by understanding which it gets solved, is the spiritual problem. Anywhere, if the problem is an error, error understood and error gone. Error understood as error, error gone. Dream understood as dream, dream gone. Yes, adhyasa understood as adhyasa, adhyasa gone. इति प्रतिजानीमहे, हम प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं। The author says, moral will be